Hello, I'm Brian with 2BR Creations. I'm going to show today some applications for our product GuardSpark. Over here we have a regular round outlet with the cover. What you would do is undo the screw, take off the fastener, and GuardSpark simply slips on. What that does is cover all the edges around the box so that no paint nor drywall, anything will get on your wires or on any part of the receptacle. I'll shoot some texture on here and pull that off and show you how that texture goes. So with GuardSpark installed on your outlet, you would have your texture can for a patch. Once the texture would be dry, you're ready for paint. GuardSpark simply pulls off and you're clean, no mess, ready for your outlet cover, your final cover piece to go on after paint. So on your patch you would have your drywall texture redone. If you're ready to start painting at that point, you're able to paint your patched area and right away, or you could leave it on. GuardSpark cover comes off. You can see that all the fittings, all the connections, there's no paint, nothing is back in there, and it's clear and ready to use. Man! One of the best purposes for GuardSpark would be time saving. If I have normally not GuardSpark, I would be putting tape in and trying to tuck it around the actual outlet and trying not to touch any of the positive or negatives on the outlet at that point, so that when I am painting, there's no paint and or texture on any of the connections. So as you can see, it does take a little bit of time to try to get the whole outlet covered so that no paint or texture covers the outlet. And then at that point, still when you're painting, paint will and texture will still get in besides all the parts. So on a typical outlet, after you have it taped like this, you would come in, you would spray your wall, and then when you go to demask, you would be pulling this tape off, and as you can tell, it takes way more time, it's way more messy. You're actually getting paint on the outlet itself that later on you would possibly have to get paint thinner, lacquer thinner to try to clean off of the outlet. So once the outlet is demasked, you can see that the fittings and the connections back there have paint on them, which can cause hassles for the future for future connections.
I'm going to describe a little bit about the product development of the GuardSpark products. We have 4 different products. We have an outlet cover, a light switch cover, an electrical box cover, and a can light cover. The primary focus of our development was to make as few products as we possibly could to cover as many devices as possible. And so we believe we've accomplished that. With respect to the outlet cover, we put a fair amount of development time in the simulation and optimization of the design. We wanted to maximize the hold on the devices while minimizing stress. And in the typical use, say for example with a standard outlet, you would remove the standard outlet cover and then just snap this in place. So it's a big time saver and a lot less risk of getting shocked while either applying the masking tape or removing it. The can light cover is a press fit cover, and it accommodates 3 different sizes, a standard 4-inch, 5-inch, and 6-inch can light. the UBC code requires that covers be placed, or at least the light fixtures be covered before texturing is accomplished. Oftentimes that doesn't occur, and so if, say for example, somebody textures the inside of a can light cover, they have to clean it out in order to pass code. With our cover, it's just a very, very fast process, and if you have 20 or 30 can lights to cover, it's a huge time saver. With respect to the light switch cover, we wanted to accommodate as many light switches as we possibly could, so we use the same standard 632 threaded holes that are used for your permanent light switch covers. And with respect to the electrical box cover, the idea here is that electricians oftentimes come back at new construction and their boxes are covered on the inside with texturing and paint, which then has to be cleaned off of the wires as well as the inside of the box. With this product, the electrician can go ahead and put the cover on right after he wires the box. Then the drywall installers can do their job, the texturing people can do their work, the painters can do their work, and the electrician comes back and removes the cover and he's good to go. We've also developed some packaging for the products. We'll be selling these in quantities of 5 covers each, and you'll find them at hanging off pegs at your local hardware store, or you may find them in a point of purchase display on the counter.
So this is a representation of a double gang box, a round outlet, and a square outlet. Once again, if you have a pair of scissors at home and you're a homeowner, on that line of GuardSpark, you would just take your scissors, cut that line, slip it on. For this square one, at that point, you would only cut one side. And slip it on. And you're ready to paint. So now what I'm gonna do is paint this wall and show the perfect coverage of GuardSpark. So as I'm doing this, my air pressure is set at 1500 PSI. I'm hitting every angle around every possible spot. I'm also way closer to all the outlets than you would ever really need to be, to the point where the wall is almost running. And now we'll show you the great quality of GuardSpark.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope our products save you lots of time and money.
And please join us at GuardSpark.com and buy lots of our products. Ah.